Marvel Studios has officially lost its mind. Apparently, the opening scene to Avengers Doomsday has somehow leaked because somehow Disney's letting everything leak now. And a couple of insiders have got reports on what the opening scene is, and it's freaking insane. And it does involve Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and it does involve the X-Men. And when I heard this, I'm going to be honest, I think the people at the heads of Marvel are doing crack. Like, we've known this for a while, that there's something's wrong, but I feel like they gave up. I feel like a lot of them gave up and their writing talent just went down the drain. I don't even think this is about bad writing talent. I feel like they're literally doing drugs. This is one of the most batshit insane rumors I've ever heard. They're looking to outdo the opening to Infinity War. Now, I don't know if it's going to be as good as the opening to Infinity War because it's the most random shit I've ever heard in my life. But according to John Campea, who's a movie reviewer with Collider, and Nerdrotic, the people on the inside have told them what the opening scene to Doomsday is. And there's a bunch of other Twitter people that have agreed with them. People who know and have insights and inroads in the movie industry. I wish I had some people in the inside as well. Maybe it'll happen one day as I grow this army. If there are any people who've seen my content and they have inside connections there, please reach out to me. I need some dirt and leverage, okay? But here's where it starts. This is the last I'm going to speak on this until like the Super Bowl trailer comes out. Spoiler warning, if you do not want to know anything about this film, just get the hell out, alright? For me, I'm too far gone into this shit because I've been schizo conspiracy theorying about this film for a while now, alright? So, this is your warning. If you don't want to know the opening scene, I'm not saying this is the real opening scene. There's a chance it's not, and Nerdrotic and all these idiots are bullshitting, but leave now if you don't want to be spoiled, okay? Now, theories were that the opening scene would be Dr. Doom brutally killing Thanos. Y'all thought Infinity War was something? Y'all thought Thanos was something? Wait until you see me. Now, a lot of people have been like, yo, that would have been a hype opening. I never thought this was going to be the case. What, they're bringing Josh Brolin's Thanos back to get destroyed with this? Hell no, they're not doing that. Fuck no. And to be honest, I wouldn't really want that either. I need this to separate itself from Infinity War and Endgame. You don't need to flex how much better you are than Infinity War. No one's going to buy that. You're already trying to get as many characters as you can from that OG era. Chill out. But no, apparently Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is going to be unveiled very early in the film, earlier than people would expect. There's so many conflicting reports on this, it's insane. One rumor, or theory at least, was that it would open with him seeing his timeline getting destroyed. Alright, an incursion destroying his timeline, and maybe the TVA popping up and saying, hey, we got you. Come with us. Come with me if you want to live. That's one theory of what was supposed to happen, but apparently, no. This opening scene features him and Dr. Octopus. And they're not fighting. No, him and Otto are actually teamed up. They are fighting the X-Men. What the fuck? What the fuck? Now, this would have been a dream for people to see in the 2000s, right? Oh my god. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Spider-Man. To be clear, I don't think Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is actually in this scene. I think him and Deadpool are with the TVA and teamed up with another team, right? But Tobey is probably fighting the likes of them. And guess what happens, apparently? Oh, this is so sick, right? Spider-Man and the X-Men fighting, which makes no sense at all until you realize what might be happening. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man gets brutally killed by the X-Men in the course of this fight. Yeah, apparently he dies, man. And his timeline gets destroyed, I guess. I don't know what happens to Dr. Octopus, but yeah, Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker dies. Now, if he's dead permanently, we don't know, but that's like his role in Doomsday, apparently, according to this opening scene. He could be brought back later. I'm assuming he'll probably be brought back in Secret Wars. Now, the question is, why? Why would the X-Men kill Spider-Man? Why would they want to destroy his world? Why would they want to invade at all? This is very non-X-Men. What the hell is this? So apparently, again, one of the presiding rumors is that the X-Men have been working for Dr. Doom. They are working for Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom has convinced them, we gotta stop all these timelines from fucking up the main timeline that I'm creating. Dr. Doom is apparently trying to take out anchor beings, and thus taking out their timelines. By killing Tobey, who's the anchor being of his universe, you kill his timeline. You're gonna basically destroy all these anchor beings and zap the timelines so you can create your one perfect timeline. He's probably promised them a better world than the one they had. Their world was destroyed. The mutants were dying and killed. He promised them the promised land of Battle World. Just gotta help me erase all these other timelines that are causing incursions. Or these heroes from these timelines that are causing incursions. And thus he has tricked them to being on his team. So they would be siding with him in the movie until they learn about his treachery. Maybe he was the one responsible for their world's collapse. And he's like, oh fuck, he manipulated us the entire time. And then they team up with the Avengers after fighting them. My only thing is, this literally character assassinates all the X-Men. Because yes, even if you can convince him, hey, your world is dying, you know, I can help you. Just kill a couple of these superheroes in different timelines for me. I don't think Cyclops or Xavier would be down for this. Why? This feels like a very non-X-Men thing to do. You're gonna kill Peter Parker, Spider-Man? The hero of an entire universe, you're gonna kill him brutally. Because you just want your perfect timeline where all mutants can exist. It just feels stupid. I don't think Xavier or Cyclops would stand for this. If Peter Parker dies here, I think he'll probably come back at the end of Secret Wars when they defeat Doctor Doom and bring back the timelines that have been erased. But this is a wild thing to kill Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man off in the opening scene when people had wanted to see him before that. And this is how Avengers vs. X-Men would happen. That plot line where they fight, because we know that apparently that's one of the big rumors is they're going to have a big-ass fight, but that's just one of the principal fights that happen before they end up teaming up against Doctor Doom. Your character assassinating all the X-Men. Right? Am I wrong on this? Why would the X-Men ever agree to do this? You're going to kill Peter Parker, Spider-Man. And then we have to act like you're redeemable afterwards? How many other heroes did you kill before Tobey? Oh, but no, we made a mistake by listening to Doctor Doom and going against our principles and murdering heroes. We gotta team up with the Avengers because we're cool now. Like, unless the X-Men are getting wiped off the map afterwards and we're just restarting over and they're just evil in this, it makes no sense. You're character assassinating all these characters. There is one question to be had here. Is this real? Is this actually the opening scene? Or Josh Campea and Nerdrotic, who, to be honest, in my opinion, cannot be relied on anyways, can they be trusted with this? Why would Marvel do this? Is such a random sequence, right? And there are also rumors conflicting with this that Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman and Deadpool are supposed to be a trio. Like, they're supposed to be in a lot of scenes together. So why the fuck would he die in the opening scene? It makes no sense, right? A lot of these guys who reported this, they have said stuff like, this is the greatest opening, the most ambitious opening that Marvel's ever done. And you'll see in any superhero movie. It's the greatest opening ever. That's what I've been hearing on Twitter and all this stuff. When you hear of this as the opening scene, Spider-Man getting killed by the X-Men, does the thing that's ringing to you say, that's the greatest opening ever? That's not what I think of. I'm actually kind of confused. This opening doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck would the X-Men kill Spider-Man? Dr. Doom said it was okay because their timeline will be better because of this. Are the X-Men like low IQ? It just goes against everything they stand for. I'm sorry, I just can't figure in my mind why the Cyclops and Xavier would be like, yeah, let's just kill this brother. We gotta do it. We gotta do it, Scott. We have to do it for the mutants to survive. Bro, it's so bullshit. Is it the craziest opening ever? Yes, because this is the randomish, chaotic shit ever. This is entropy. Like, you're actually committing blasphemy by doing this. Not only are you killing Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, which people wanted to see through the course of the movie, not just in one scene. They wanted to see him, right, in an extended battle on Battleworld and all this stuff. Him having scenes with Captain America, Wolverine, Deadpool, man. That's like box office, right? You're killing him off early in the first 5 minutes, and then you're having the X-Men do it. Because we need to be convinced the X-Men would be stupid enough and just morally done to do this. They've just lost too much, so they're just gonna go rogue and kill all these heroes. You're making these characters pathetic. Why would Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel from that other universe team up with them to do this? We know that they're part of the X-Men versus Avengers fight. I'm having trouble squaring this in my mind. Is this a different X-Men? Is this just an evil variant of the X-Men? And there's another variant of the X-Men? How many fucking characters are in this? It just feels like, if this is real, it just feels like this is not like for a story purpose. This is like, let's just do the most unexpected batshit thing to get the audiences like, oh my god, shoot them out of the cannon early. And that's the only purpose, like shock value. It just feels like that's what this is, and I hate it when shows and movies do this just for the sake of it. Oh, but it helped the story to have Tobey die. You could have literally had any character die in the opening. Oh, but Tobey's really important. You know, he's so popular, which is true. In one way, you could say, okay, well, this actually helps because maybe it shows that the Avengers movie, this movie's not nostalgia baiting with Tobey Maguire, right? They're still focusing on the characters that they have keyed in on these last couple of years. Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, all the new Avengers, right? So Tobey's not going to be there to steal the shine. You could say that. But that's also inherently disappointing that he's being killed off so early with only 2 minutes of screen time. And the X-Men are doing it! Because I know the X-Men are going to have a bigger role in this. This could end up being the most messy film ever made, y'all. Listen, I'm still trying to keep a positive mind on this. Because I am excited for the film. I am! How many damn characters are in this? How many? What the hell? I I don't know how you're gonna square an X-Men that just brutally killed Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and then make the audience still think that they're good guys and have them redeemed at the end. That's like a lot to do in one movie, by the way, because then you have to touch on all these other characters that we've focused in on, plus redeeming the X-Men, right? There's a lot to do. This is gonna be a messy script, man. You know what vibes I'm getting from this? I'm getting the same vibes I got from the final Mission Impossible film, where there's a lot of stuff in the movie I like, but it's a messy movie. It's the messiest of the Mission Impossible movies. Like, there's no coherency, and it's very convoluted. I'm just like, it's ruining my enjoyment of it. That's what I'm getting from Doomsday. I hope I'm wrong, man. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they prove me wrong, but my lord, if this is the opening scene, a lot of people are very positive, like, oh, this is generational, bro. This makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's cool on a nostalgia level and like, oh, a fan nerding level, like, oh, the X-Men and Spider-Man in the same scene. You would have got that if you had Tobey Maguire stick around anyways. But killing Cyclops and Xavier, killing Spidey, just breaking his entire timeline, destroying an entire world. This makes no sense. Let's see, maybe Marvel knows something we don't. What's the I doubt this opening scene is real, by the way. There's no way this is a real opening. If it is, crack cocaine is what's being funneled into the offices of the corporate executives at Marvel, all right? And I want in on it. I want some. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.